Okay, Russia has 49 IPCs to spend. They're going to spend 27 on 9 infantry, 10 on a fighter, and 12 on 3 artillery. They only have 1 attack to make, and it's a walk-on, so there won't be any rolling of dice. The mechanized infantry from Finland is going to take Norway, just to get under the skin of the Germans a little bit. Everything else is non-combat, and I think we can do all of that now since we don't have to roll any dice. The submarine in 126 is going to go to 125. The mech, the artillery, and the tank from Finland are going to go to Leningrad. 2 anti-aircraft artillery and a artillery are going to be railed from Archangel to Moscow. 2 artillery from Stalingrad are going to be railed to Moscow. An artillery, an anti-aircraft, and an infantry from Rostov are going to be railed to Moscow. And the last infantry in Stalingrad is just going to walk into Tambov as a blocker. The only other move is out here in the east. The tank from Amur is going to rail through the Trans-Siberian Railroad to Moscow. So basically, the idea is pretty much everybody in Moscow. So we'll see how that works. I'll come back in a sec with placements and money. Okay, placements. In Rostov, we're going to place 1 artillery and 2 infantry. In Archangel, we're going to place 1 artillery and 2 infantry. And in Moscow, we're going to place 1 fighter, 1 artillery, and 5 infantry. I don't think that's going to be enough, but we'll see what happens. Okay, in terms of income, we make an adjustment. Norway brings up the Soviet Union +3, and Germany down 3. So that's 32 to 35, and then 47 to 44. Okay, so base income of 35, and they only get 2 national objectives. They get 2 IPCs for every either pro-Axis or Axis country that they're a territory that they own, and they own Finland and they own Norway. So that's 4 extra IPCs. So they're going to get 39 IPCs to presumably give to the Germans next turn, but we'll see how that works. Okay, so disposition of forces. There is a submarine in 125, there is a sub and a cruiser in 115, there is a mechanized infantry in Norway, there is an infantry, a mech, an artillery, and a tank in Leningrad. There are 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a mech in Archangel. There's a infantry in Smolensk. There are 3 anti-aircraft, 5 artillery, 2 tanks, and 8 infantry, along with a tactical bomber and 4 fighters in Moscow. There's an infantry in Tambov. There are 4 infantry and an artillery in Rostov. And in Korea, there are 2 artillery, and I want to say 20, but I'll just count them just to make sure. Do it poker style, 10, 15. Yes, 20 infantry in Korea. Okay, just before we sign off, we do have to do our Lend-Lease, because there is Lend-Lease available in the Pacific. Okay, so we'll roll the Lend-Lease, see what the Russians get. 4. So that's 5 IPCs for the Pacific Theater. So they will get an additional 5 IPCs for their coffer. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. Japan's up next.